Okay, so in today's video, I want to cover the topic of TSW, toxic steroid withdrawal syndrome. This is when you stop using the steroid creams and your skin has an unnatural pigment. Sometimes it's a red pigment, sometimes it's a kind of clear, opaque pigment. What can you do about this? How can you limit the amount of TSW you go through? And how do you heal TSW at the same time that you're healing eczema, dermatitis, or psoriasis, whatever you were using the steroid creams for in the first place? Is there a different path? Do you have to heal one then the other? What are you supposed to do? So I want to give you guys my insight based on me healing my skin and being cured of eczema and dermatitis for over 6 years, and all the experience that I've had with working with over 800 clients, most of which whom had to deal with TSW themselves. What did we do with them to have them get their skin nice and clear? I want to share with you guys some tips and tricks on today's video. I'm just out here in Nebraska. I come out to Nebraska every year for kind of a pilgrimage to visit my family and to do a little bit of cold exposure treatments and to hike. And it's just part of my support system. It's part of my yearly journey. I really think that it's important when you're in a place like you guys are, where you're suffering from a disease. It's traumatic for you, it's painful for you, it's challenging for you. I'm just trying to get some light here for you guys. There we go. One of the biggest challenges that people face, and the reason why I actually come back to Nebraska, where my family is every year, is community. If you don't have a community around you while you're healing, if you're around people who are negative or people who are putting you down or making you feel bad about yourself or not giving you the support that you need and causing you stress and not being there for you, you really got to focus on finding people who are positive and helpful. The 5 people that you're around all the time become who you are, literally. So check yourself. If the 5 people, and all you got to do is literally look at the 5 people you're with the most and ask yourself, are they helpful? Do they make me feel good? Are they positive influences on my life? And if not, start seeking out more positive people who will help you on your journey. What I did each year is I came and got around my family, and Nebraska was a place for me to come and take some time out and be in the cold and do cold exposures and focus on my healing and just be around people who loved me and who supported me and who were not going to judge me because my skin was unhealthy and because I was having a tough time with my health. You guys should find the same, and if you're struggling to do that, one thing that we do offer at holistichealthactivation.com is group community coaching courses, which are awesome for building your support system. Weekly lectures, group forum, time with the teachers, workbook. It's really awesome. The next one starts January 15th. You can sign up for that at holistichealthactivation.com, and there's a link in the description box for that too. We do cover the 3 phases of skin disease reversal. And the cool thing is, and this is kind of the caveat into the actual nuts and bolts of this video, is that every single thing in every single one of my videos that applies to eczema, dermatitis, and psoriasis, leaky gut, all of that stuff, is the exact same protocols and the exact same thing that you have to do for TSW. There's really no difference. You don't have to do something special to heal from the TSW that you don't have to do for eczema. You just handle both at the same time. But what I want to do in this video is I want to talk about the perspective you should have while you're in your healing process to make it easier. One thing that most people have the hardest problem with is managing their expectations. So where people get into trouble with their expectations is they assume that things are going to happen linear. You know, you start eating good, you start cleansing, you start healing the body. Most people think that it's going to go right into this place of skin getting slightly better and getting better and better and better, and then all of a sudden at some point, boom, just healthy and clean and good and no more issues at all. And it just happens on a very linear path. And that's not what happens at all. for healing TSW and for healing eczema and dermatitis and psoriasis, things generally end up getting worse before they get better. The skin is going to be all over the place during the entire process. So when you start this process and you see your skin getting really bad, don't freak out and jump ship and go try some other crazy stuff like pouring more steroid creams on your face and doing stuff that is addressing the symptoms and not focusing on the root issue. You got to stay calm. You got to let the process, work itself out, and you got to give it a lot of time, and you got to relax into it. I know it sounds cliche, but you have to have a marathon approach and not a sprinter approach. It takes long-term commitment, consistency, and balanced effort over time, being really consistent with all of the protocols that you're doing. When coming off the steroids, is it best to go cold turkey or should you wean yourself off? What I did is I went cold turkey. I said, screw it. I went through a little withdrawal. It ended up, lasting about 5.5, 7 months. But it was over, and I'm the type of person that I couldn't really wean myself off because I was either using as much steroid creams as I possibly could during flare-ups, or I used none at all. And so for me, it was just easier to discipline myself to stop using it doing cold turkey. Now, if I were to be someone, and the clients that I have that have an issue with having lots of infections, that's when you got to pay attention to, oh God, whoa, almost fell in the river. Hold on, just one sec. So quitting cold turkey is one way you can do it. It has some advantages, it has some disadvantages. For me, the advantages of quitting cold turkey is it's simply just easier to jump off that cliff and get the party started and never look back. For some people, that's not going to work. And if you are someone who experiences lots of infections, you might need to wean off, because it's better to use a little bit of steroid creams if you're having that immense infection rather than having to go on antibiotics or all that other crap. You have to kind of monitor yourself. If you're going to wean off over time, here's what I use with my clients a lot of times. Start off by using half the amount that you normally do for a month. Then in month 2, cut that down to another half, so you'd be at a quarter of what you used to do. Each month, cut the dosage in half until it's at 0. It's such a straightforward, easy way to do it, and it works really, really well. All you have to really do with the steroid withdrawal is be patient. It's going to heal in the same way that your eczema and dermatitis is healing. All of the cleansing, detoxification, and nutrition protocols in all of my videos relate to TSW as well. And the 3 phases of healing skin disease relates to the TSW as well. So if you're looking to learn the system, like I said, the group class does focus on the 3 phases and works really well. For those of you people who are really serious about getting your skin healthy but just cannot put it all together, and you're at wit's end, you're ready to do the work, you're committed, but you can't just figure it out. You just can't figure it out, rather. If you're looking to get a hold of me to become a private client, and that's you, you're absolutely ready to do this thing, there's a link in the description box to become a private client. You can click on it. It starts off with a consultation. How many of you guys out there watching this video are suffering not only from like eczema, dermatitis, and psoriasis, but also from steroid withdrawal? And I'd like to know if you guys could leave this down in the comment section. How many of you quit cold turkey? How many of you are weaning off? Share with us your experiences so the community can hear what other people are doing. Like I said, me personally, I went cold turkey and it worked well for me. Some of my clients go cold turkey, other ones need to wean because the infections are just too harsh. But overall, it's going to be the same path to healing that eczema and dermatitis has. So be patient, take your time, have that marathon approach, and just keep yourself surrounded by healthy, happy people. Keep focus on the solution, and if you're going to spend all of your energy, spend it on the diet and the nutrition, the internal root cause issue. One of the biggest bugaboos that I have and one of the biggest challenges that I have as an educator and as a consultant is teaching people that it's not about the surface of your skin. It's not about the symptom. It's an internal digestion, immune related issue. So put all of your energy into that, and that's the fastest way you're gonna heal. I think it's gonna be it today, guys. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope it gave you some insight. Keep the faith. Be strong mentally, surround yourself with good people, be patient. You either gotta jump off the cliff and do a cold turkey or wean yourself off, but you can do it. You can get over TSW, you can clear your eczema and dermatitis. It's just gonna take some time. Leave all your comments and questions down below. You can find me on Instagram at Rob Stuart. In real life, I'm just Rob Stuart. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, remember to subscribe and share. If you're old to this channel, why don't you guys hit that notification bell and hook a brother up. Much love, you guys. I'll be back with many more videos really soon. Bye-bye.